Hello, so we're back to our usual setup as I'm finally on the mend. I apologize for any background noise. I have my 2-year-old home and he's using his screen time to play Angry Birds Star Wars from the sound of it, so we'll see if he stays in there or comes in here. But I wanted to film a video quickly before we head out of town for Labor Day to show all of my little planners. Now, a lot of times in the Facebook groups, people will come up asking what they can do with their small planners other than using it as a wallet. They're so small that it is kind of hard to use it as your main planner, especially if you have a lot of stuff going on. Some people do it and do it very successfully, but a lot of people get them because they're so cute, but they then find themselves not knowing what to do with them. So in the past couple of days, I've been doing a lot of rearranging of my stuff in these planners. So I wanted to do kind of an update. Some of these you've seen before, some of these are new, but almost all of them, I think this is the only one that is still being used for what it was in my planner collection video. So I just want to go through quickly, tell you where I got them and how I'm using them now. I'm not going to do a very thorough flip through just because I don't have a lot of time, because I still haven't packed yet. But I can do it more in depth if you want to just comment down below if you have any questions about any specific ones, and I'd be happy to do a video for that for you. So on the bottom row, these are all from Annika Hanby, and she just recently redid her shop. She was on vacation and closed for a while, just sold a bunch of less than perfect, or not quite perfect, I think she called them, and she's now going to open up on a ready-to-ship basis. So definitely be checking out her shop. I will link it below, of course, to see what she's got in store. I think the new limited release is coming up soon. Top row, I have 3 Filofaxes. Pocket Malden, Mini Malden, and a gray Mini Malden. These are ochre. And then I have my passport size made with Planner Love. She's made with Love Crafter on Instagram. And so that's that one. And then this is also passport size. These 3 are field note size. And these are all Traveler's Notebooks. And those are Filofaxes, in case you're new to the game. So this is one of my newest ones. This I just recently got in from Annika. It's the Quatrefoil, and it's pearlized turquoise. How gorgeous is this color? It's beautiful. Anyway, this is now my main field note size. I sold my Chic Sparrow Maverick that I had been using for that, and so this is just taking that place. So I have my 30 under 30 scrapbooking list challenge thing. I have my vocabulary words that I've come across reading that I want to revisit. I have one of Annika's folders, and then my research book, just topics that I'm looking into, especially if I'm searching online for something. Back side of that pocket with a bunch of Project Life cards. That's why it's kind of bowed out a little bit, because I'm taking it on the trip. I decided this month to do photo journaling instead of doing any of the challenges. So here was September 1st. I made Star Wars gummies because I was practicing for my oldest birthday, which is coming up. So how cool are these? I'm very proud of them. I made a whole Millennium Falcon, a Darth Vader. I got a whole bunch of other molds to try out. So that was just getting started for the month of September in there. And then back here is just my short-term lists, or semi-short-term. I need them longer than I would want to just keep them on a Post-it, but they don't need to be archived or anything. So this is my main one. My Bible study one is still the same. I have a book for lectionary. Quickly. I have a book for lectionary study. I have a book for Bible study and for prayer requests. And then I have a blank one that my kids use to scribble in during church. So this just comes with me to church. I use it at home during the week for Bible study. So this is my Fox limited edition. Only, I think, somewhere between 10 and 12 of these were made. And this I just set up last night to be my new travel and activity binder. So I've got my little Tim Holtz charm on there for it. I tried to do kind of themed with that. So this one has the Wander. This isn't a Tim Holtz charm, obviously, but anyway, back to this one. So I'm still setting this up because I just took everything out of here and put it in here. So I'm not going to go through all of this because if you want to watch my full setup, it's the same information that was in there. But I just took the same dividers. I haven't labeled these yet because I just did it last night. But I'm going to get letters, and sticky alphabet letters, stickers to label all of these. So I just took the tabs out of the mini, trimmed them down, and I'm using them as top tabs in here. So And then my second book. So this is going to be for more long-term, and on here, this last book is going to be for more long-term travel trips to plan those. And so I've washied the edges. I don't have a label for this one yet, but I want to go out to the Pacific Northwest sometime, hopefully soon, to England, and then my eventual trip to India. So that's what this last book. This first book is activities and restaurants in the area, and day trips, and more like basically within our state trips. So then I have another notebook from Annika. This was from the limited edition for the Fox, and then a notebook back here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use this for yet. These are all notebooks that I got. They're slightly shorter than field note size, so I put these all in here together. You can see that the folder, which is field note size, sticks out a little bit, but it doesn't bother me. Anyway, moving on. So then I have my Damask from Annika, and this is, I had her reverse it to do the Sherlock theme. I will show in a future video, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to finish getting it set up, but I got a Sherlock planner that I'm thinking about using as my main planner in the new year in 2016. So this is going to be kind of accompanying that, so I have the full theme to go with it. So here, just says hello. This is my brain dump currently. So I have this notebook in here that I got as part of a gift, and it's just, I'm just listing stuff off. I just started it the other day, but I take it with me in the car every time, and I keep it on my bedside table just because I always have stuff going on. The other books I have in here, Scout books, which make books that also fit the Midori passport size. They have a short stories series, and so when I found out about this, I snatched up a bunch. You'll see some more in that one, but these are just some of my favorites that if I have some downtime, since this does come with me everywhere, I can do some reading. I have another one of her folders. I just have the Project Life card folded in half, with some stickies in there to keep them from falling out. And then I have washi on a old Starbucks card. If I can get it back in. There we go. Alright, and then this last book is just another one of the short stories. So this is basically just a brain dump, but I also have kind of mommy entertainment as well. Just in case, I usually have a book or a Kindle with me, but just in case I don't. So speaking of the stories, I've got this. This is the floppy dory from Made with Planner Love, and I use this. This comes with me everywhere as well, and it's to entertain my boys. It's fabric on the inside, and it's a very thin. It is leather, but it doesn't feel like leather, so I really don't care what happens to it. So I will give it to my 2 and almost 5-year-old and not really care. And it's cute. And so I have a couple more of the Scout books. This is for if we are out and the boys get bored or just want something to do, we can grab this. And I've got fables, and I've got some Grimm stories, and then I have just a blank notepad for them to color in. I had another story in there, but then they were starting to ask to color, and they weren't really interested in the other book, so I switched that out. And this is really the limit of what these, it sticks out a little bit, but it's probably better to just have 2 notebooks in there. So those are all of my traveler's notebooks, all of my small passport and field note size ones, and how I'm using those. So these basically, this had been my travel and activity binder, and these had been my scrapbooks for the boys. Well, I basically just took this has stayed the same. Well, this was the one for my youngest, and I just moved that over here. So it is all the same contents. Not a lot because he just turned 2, and so we don't have that much fleshed out. But yeah, this is same. You can watch that setup video. The biggest difference, I don't know why I'm bringing things up to the camera. I'm sorry, that's probably irritating, but I'm not really thinking today because there's a lot going on. So I moved all of the stuff that was in my oldest one down into the mini size. So basically I took, and using my dividers from in here as a template, I trimmed down everything. So I trimmed down this, trimmed down all my dividers, trimmed down all the pictures, and then redid all of the favorites. And I haven't yet copied over all of the things that he said. I've stuck those back in here until I have a chance to do that. But thankfully I had more A to Z tabs, so I have all of that in there as well. So yeah, this way they're the same size, so there's not the inequality. I mean, it is the big brother, but if we had a third, then I could get another mini instead of having to make up a smaller one. But the main reason that I did this was to free up this notebook for my expense tracking. I'd been using a Pocket Apex, and I just was not bonding with the look. And I only used it in my office, and it mostly just sat on the shelf, but I just didn't love it. And so all the same contents in here, but I just like the way it looks so much better. So I have my expense tracking for buy, sell, trade, and then I have my online shopping record for what things have arrived, and then my list in the back of things I've sent out that didn't have tracking to make sure they've been received. So that's it. That's how all of my little ones are being used. I hope this has given you some ideas for things that if you have a precious little planner sitting empty, for what you can do with it. Obviously, I mean, I don't need some of these. In fact, I don't need most of these in order to survive. In order to make my life run on track. I don't need a lot of these, but they enhance my life. They bring me joy, and they are ways to contain the things that I'm going to be doing anyway. I'm going to be journaling. I'm going to be doing Bible studies. I'm going to be traveling and wanting to keep track of what we're doing. I'm going to want to be tracking the kids. I'm going to be keeping track of finances, and then these are more just convenience, I guess. I could just carry a notepad, but it's more fun for me to carry this, and this is just to entertain the boys. So those are the uses that I've found, I guess, to justify having them around. I love all of them. I don't see myself partying with any of these anytime soon. I think I've kind of gotten my planner collection down to what I want it to be and where I feel comfortable with. So thank you for watching. I'm working on another KonMari video. I've had to stretch that purge out for the food in the kitchen just because there hasn't been time. But I'm hoping to get that up in the next couple of weeks, get that finished. So be on the lookout for that, as well as more planner videos. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.